Hello there. This is me doing the Monday simulation from 305 2021, and I went down like 5%, did loads of mistakes, and in this simulation I'm just trying to correct my mistakes. And yeah, I'm not going to avoid the trades that should have been trades, but I'm going to avoid the trades that shouldn't have been trades. So let's see over it and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We are 3 hours before the opening, and yeah, I'm going to put 30-minute chart. Well, let me just put the lines on. I'll be right back. All right, so we have all this painted on the chart. We have those 1 hour zones, gray. We have the red lines, which are 4 hour and daily resistances. And as we can see now, we are at uh, 4 hour daily resistance right now. Okay, so this is something that you want to go through this and through this before even thinking about having a trade. Right? You need a close above this. Or maybe yeah, you can take an impulse. We it depends. It depends. It depends how this happens. Let's play this and okay. So right now I cannot do nothing. Um, we are just rejecting that thing. This is the 1 hour chart. I'm going to put the 30-minute. We have a bit of there was a bit of support here, but it was completely gone. Okay, we are 4 minutes to close this. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so we have the 30-minute closed with a rejection here, and the 1 hour also closed with a rejection. So there's nothing to point. It's just we are reacting to this zone here. Those weeks there are just becoming support. So yeah, cannot do nothing. I cannot go. A, a trade here at the low would be tight. Oh no, it's not. It's like 18 pips. So that there is a chance that might be open, but we have those weeks there, and that's dangerous stuff. Dangerous stuff there. So not really clean traffic. So let's see. Let's wait for this 30-minute to close. I want to play the 30-minute more than anything. Not the 15 minutes for sure. And the 15 minutes is never good for entries. The 15 minutes is to manage. Okay, so the the 30-minute closed weak bullish, right? So we need to wait for the 1 hour close for something. 30-minute has broke the low. .4 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, so we have this 1 hour close, this 1 hour close, this 1 hour close, and this is a bullish 1 hour close, and this is a trade. Why this is a trade? Because we have space to go to the highs. Let's see, it's 13 pips to the highs with a stop of around 13 pips also. Okay, so this is possible. This is a possible trade. Anything above this, like in here, for example, like if I am 2 pips above, let's say in here, I cannot do this trade anymore because my ratio is 10 to 15. So it's not a 1-to-1 anymore. But where I am with the 1 hour close, bullish 1 hour close, rejecting those wicks and wanting to go up again, this is the trade. This is the trade. And I don't know why didn't I took, because I wanted to be safer, so I took the break of this high, and then that's very stupid. Okay, because you have resistance like 4 pips away, 5 pips away, for a stop of 20 pips. Cannot be done. It cannot be done. Because I'm counting this resistance to break, but we don't know if it's going to break. If it breaks, it might go there to 24 pips or to 13 pips, but I don't know if it's going to break. You only know if it's going to break when it breaks. If it closes above or if it pins above or something, you know. So this is the trade, and this is the trade I'm in for 2% risk, visual mode buy. Okay, so stop is 14.7, TP, going to put it on the top of that week there. It's like 12. You see, with the spread, not even like this, I have a good risk reward. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try something like this because I don't expect the price to come below those bodies. That would be a very bad sign. So I'm going to try this. 12.1, 12.2, something like this. So 11.9. Okay. Okay. So I'm in a 1 hour trade trying to retest that high. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Now I manage on M15. So let's see how it goes. It's doing very well. 12. Close bullish. Man. Let's see if we break that high. Okay, I'm taking 50. We didn't retest the high yet, but I'm taking 50% here and I leave the rest to go there. There are my trades. Close partial. 50%. Actually, I'm going to take 80%. I'm going to take 80% here. I don't want to risk if it doesn't go there, starts retracing. Okay, that's a bearish M15. We didn't touch the high yet. We normally do that. I don't remember quite well, but I think we touched the high. Okay, so there we have it. So this is a trade. This is a trade at the 1 hour close. We retested that thing, and now that's the thing. So now you gotta wait for what happens here. you gotta wait for what happens, isn't it? What is going to happen now? Okay, it's rejecting the high again. So I cannot enter into a trade if it's rejecting the high, isn't it? It's very simple stuff. And I keep doing it. I just keep doing it. M30 closed bearish. This one pinned and closed. I see the next one. This one is breaking below also. We cannot enter a trade here because we have this little zone in here, isn't it? It might be retested. It's not really a zone, but it's just not safe stuff. But we have another zone here, okay? And that's a breakout I might be interested. In normal circumstances, I would be interested. Okay, this one, we have this zone here. Okay, so 30 minutes, 30 minutes. We don't take impulses against the trend. We just don't do that. Okay, so 30-minute closed bearish, but with a good rejection from the bottom. Okay, so let's see. We are still inside the range. M30 closed inside the range again. Now, what's the problem? The problem is all this stuff in here. Okay, you just cannot jump into a trade with all those wicks in there. Okay, and then you have this zone in here. So that's a lot of support in the way. You need clean traffic to have a good trade, isn't it? So this is about to close. We closed. Okay, we closed bullish inside the range. Oh, and this one, this one. Oh, right, right. Okay, look at this. We closed bullish inside the range, and in the first 5 seconds, we broke the low of the M30. Okay, in the first 5 seconds. So I was going to jump into a long here, okay, but not like this, not like this. At least for now. To jump into a long, you gotta see something. We just broke the low. You don't want to see a lower low when you want to jump into a long, isn't it? And this was really in the first 5 seconds. Wow, we are only 5 minutes in and a lot of action. Okay, we are rejecting again. See the 1 hour. We have resistance here in the 1 hour. So again, whatever you want to do, you have no room to do it. Let me just clone this zone. If I take the break of the 1 hour, it's 5 pips. If I take, Well, we broke the low, right? We broke the low in M30. If we broke the low in M30, I'm not expecting it to do a higher high on this M30. If it does a higher high, we have a trade. But the problem is because we are bouncing from support, but the problem is jumping into the trade here, that's 6 pips till you have problems. 6 pips for 13 pip stop. It's just impossible. So let's see what happens. We broke the high, so you see, I would be triggering a trade, counting on it to go again to resistance, but we don't know if it goes to resistance. The way I see it, I have resistance just here again. Okay, so we need to go over this one, and then start thinking about having a trade. You know, anything below this zone here, anything below this zone here, it's very, very, very complicated to go long. Because from in here you have no space, in here you have no space, no space from here to here, no space from here to here. There is no space. Only after this you have space to the top here. So let's continue. So you see, we are triggered into a long, and the price just doesn't go. That's it. Doesn't go. And it ends up, not yet. Let me see the, oh, this is the M30. Okay, so M30, this is a battleground here. M30 closed bearish. Look at this. Okay, but there's the thing. How can we do this? If we break this low, we have a trade, right? Into this jungle in here, into this jungle. Do I really want to trade into this jungle? The probabilities of rejection here are very, very high. And I should not look at the rejection of this candle, of this candle. You know, everything is on the charts for us to see. Everything, everything. We just have to see it. That's the problem. We have to see it. If we don't have clean traffic, man, very, very difficult. And here we are. We trigger the sell here to come into this jungle. Okay, and jumping into the sell. What kind of stop you have? You cannot have your stop 6 pips away, so you have like 15 in here, something like that. Trying to come to this area. That's probably that's my probably that was my idea when I jumped into this trade. I completely ignored all this shit, completely ignored, and I want to come here, right? So I'm hope trading. I'm hope trading. I'm not trading, I'm hope trading. And so yeah, I'm not going to do that because it's, you know, with that there, no. And as you can see, we broke the low and we are just rejecting again. And probably my stop was like 15, so around here, here. Very, very difficult situation. We closed bullish. Now this one, is this interesting? Well, we closed bullish, back inside the range again. But now we have problems here, 3 pips away, and we have the problems there at 14 pips away. So again, this is a no-go. with this troubles. Are we going up? We might. We might go up in here. So from there, that's a 12 pip stop. To fill this week is 11. Not a one-to-one. Very close to this area here. But this is kind of possible. Let me see the 1 hour. You have no major blockings in the 1 hour. Just the M30, you have this shit in here. That was the one that completely came down immediately. Yeah. So anyway, it's the odds are if you wait for the break of the high, again you don't have a risk reward. I would never take this trade without being the break of the high. And you are buying resistance here, and you don't have a risk reward to go. So yeah, let's play it. But we broke the high. We just pinned that first resistance there. And we are about to close London, so this is nothing. There's nothing more to do. Okay, now we closed above. Oh, I wanted to say something. Now we closed above resistance here. We close here. When we close here, I have an 8 pip stop. We are already above this area, okay? This is kind of possible, yeah. Like it's 8-8 or close to that. 8-8. 8-8. You have the 1 hour resistance in there. I'm not taking because we are closing London and it's not really volume time. But I think this might be possible at this close here. At this close. Other than this, you don't have risk reward. Okay? Like in here, you might. So let's see if we pin that that thing. Not even that. Man, oh man. So this would be me closing 50% and then probably closing the rest in the stop or leaving the rest to run. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it. It's to this one. I'm going to fast forward. No, it's just ranging. This is yeah. This is the after anything. Yeah, look at the trading hours. It's just not possible. So you see, everything can be very, very well detailed explained. This is very easy after seeing the outcome, isn't it? But the thing is, things are in the chart. Things are in the chart for us to see, and we hope trade more than trade. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. We must. I cannot take an entry here, right? I cannot do that. There is a red line in there. That's the 4 hour close, or the 1 hour, or the daily close. That's going to be a mess. Even if we go a few pips above, that's not guaranteed that it's going to continue. And you have another there. So anyway, that was the best. That is the best I can do for that day. All right. It's just to take that trade and that's it. That's it. There are no more trades. All the rest is just junk. So you better not trade. Anyway, cheers.